It's time for Spa racing. We're here in Circuit de Spa for the running of the Spa 100 for the BRL series. This is race number 2 of the round. Last week was Homestead, and we had a very good race at Homestead. Check that race out on the YouTube stream. Monster 27, a very good race. A lot of battling for the race lead, and a surprise winner was able to take the checkered flag, and now we're here at Spa. Now, the big storyline for today is going to be, again, attendance is going to be the big story of the race. So let's break it down. Right here, we have Chris the God 4. He's going to start on pole. He had electronic issues last week that forced him out of the race early. He's hoping that that's not going to be a trend of his that is going to take place. So he's on pole. Next to him is going to be Skitty Brave. Now this is huge for Skitty Brave because he had a dismal race at Homestead. I mean, the worst possible race you could have is what he had. And so he's going to try to rebound with an excellent starting spot, potentially getting his first win. And of course, could erase everything that happened at Homestead with the winning you're in rule. Pika Fury is the next one in the 23, and he's had a solid run so far in his rookie season, and will look to capitalize on his starting spot. Could he be yet another driver outside of the chase that wins and steals points away? We'll have to see. Beloved in 4th. Now Beloved needs this. He needs this victory here, or at least a good spot. He's got to capitalize on the fact that we had a race at Watkins Glen where we had a similar amount of cars on the racetrack, and with the size of this track, things could get out of hand quickly. So he's going to need to figure something out if he is going to continue his run and advancement through to the next round, or battle for the next round. And beside him, his teammate in West. West is going to have to kick it up a notch if West is going to continue to build on that momentum to get into the next round. Now West, not the best Homestead, but not the worst either. Got a decent finish at Homestead, despite the fact that he finished a lap down. But he's looking not to have that issue in this race. He's starting top 5. Bibbly Bob subbing again for Dale Jr. Did an excellent job at Homestead last week, and he's back in the car this week. And he's going to try to net Dale Jr. Keep his top 4 points position as they battle for the final 4. He's going to try to keep that position on the racetrack. Now, question is, will he be able to do that? Will he have the speed to be able to do that? Now, here's the deal. For this race, if Bibbly Bob were to win, he would advance Dale to the final 4. However, past this, Bibbly Bob will be ineligible past this race to advance Dale Jr. into the next round. So he's going to have to take advantage of this, and Dale's going to have to try to get his circumstances where he can, or Dale's going to have to back out of the series and yield his position. Michael, uncharacteristic finish from Michael at Homestead. We used to seeing him in victory lane, and he was far from it last week, looking to rebound. He started in 7th, and behind him, his teammate. Good battle early, good battle towards the end of the race, but strategy nipped him in the bud, and he was unable to finish well. He's starting 8th in what is quote unquote the back of the field, so we'll keep an eye on that. And then Gibson Racing, our winner in a rookie first race, first win in the BRL series. He won at Homestead, and so he is going to start last on this short grid, but that may not mean anything coming through trying to win this race. So pretty big racetrack as they pace along. That is your starting grid. Another big storyline is the size of this racetrack. easy to get away. We're going to see if Michael can capitalize. We'll also see if we'll have any DNFs in the series. No one can really afford to DNF. So everyone's going to be on their P's and Q's as they fight through this 4.35 mile road course. 27 laps on tap with a 10-lap possible overtime. Been a long time since we've seen a Spa race. We're going to prepare to give the field the green here at Spa. You ready? Getting ready to bring it to you live. Let's get up front as they approach the start finish line to start the Spa 100. Here we go. BRL racing once again. Here's Spa. Contact made, 3 and 4 wide as they jockey for position. Bibbly Bob, your leader. Contact made. Oh, we got a car stopped in the back. That is Gibson. More contact is beloved. Rubbing doors. We complete our first lap at Spa. The 22 of Michael, his usual position at the head of this field. But we saw some pretty good rubbing doors and everything in lap number 1. And the key is to get everything that you can get in these opening laps because, again, the field can get spread out rather quickly. And that's what we're starting to see, this field getting spread out, especially up front. And then here in the rear, we got a few battles still going on. Like, for example, this is Wes. He's in 5th. Battle for 4th right here as he battles Pika, who is holding up those positions. And each position for a chaser is points. And that's why the chasers are racing so aggressively to try to get these positions, because non-chasers are taking away points. And because of the finishes at Homestead, it just adds to the pressure that these chasers have of trying to get to the final 4. So the BRL series, no round of 6. So 4 drivers will be eliminated at the end of this round. And so that's why there's a big sense of urgency for these drivers. Someone who needs a big sense of urgency. We're on board with him now, the 45 of Skinny Brave. Not a good Homestead, and he started up front. And we can see how many positions he lost already. He needs to kick up the notch if he's going to have a chance as this round continues to advance into the Final Four. A little trouble there. Pico, of course, is going to lose a position. And here comes Skitty Brave coming through the field. And another driver, of course, that's Wes. Skitty Brave going to move on up. Skitty up to 4th. Good job for him. Just like that, marching through the field right on cue. On board Gibson Racing, very unique track, and we were talking about it a lot before the race. This is a F1 track, and the way these F1 cars can run this track is extremely different compared to how these Cup cars run, and how these big and heavy race cars slide around the racetrack compared to the light Formula One cars with their downforce package that, oh, trouble, we saw it on the screen. Blew the braking point and right into the tire barrier. He was on the brake, so that's a good thing. And he's going to give him that spot back. No caution, I don't think. But you saw it there. I mean, that could have been dangerous. That could have been dangerous for the driver of the 23. Could have ended his day and brought out the caution. And let's get it up here to this battle as Pika looking to gain those positions back that he lost. Not going to get it that way. Bye-bye. See you later. 45 is going to drive away. So your top 3 as it stands right now, Michael in the race lead, and I mean 9 seconds back to his usual shenanigans, dominating races. And he looks really, really good. Then second, Bibbly Bob doing it for Dale, and he's trying to hold off Michael's teammate in the 2, and looking really good so far. Now, this is important for Dale Jr. that Bob get. Okay, well, he just runs it in the dirt there. He's going to drop a position. But this is, again, this is really important for Dale to get these finishes. It really helps him. And, you know, there were some that griped a little bit about, oh, there he went again. Going to have to be careful. There were some that griped a little bit about Dale Jr., you know, getting a sub for this race so far into the chase, but this is part of the series, and this is part of the league, and this is part of understanding where you are and what you're trying to accomplish. Your choice in sub is extremely important, and he made the right choice in Bibbly Bob, and Bibbly Bob is doing really, really well. You can't fault that. I mean, you really can't fault that. We got nice battles going on back in the pack here. The 23, the 8. Once again, ooh, 23 kind of try to undercut him. He does. Nice move there. 23's going to get that back. And this is my favorite part of the racetrack right here. You carry so much speed, and BRL allows you to open the track up by allowing you to slice those corners. And so the track is really, really open to these Cup drivers, and they are able to push the boundaries of not only the car but the racetrack, and it creates great racing. And we saw that there as they go down the hill, up the hill. West going to try to take that position back. He does. Going to move up. West into 5th. And then we look at Beloved, and he is having a time right now. One of the keys we know for Beloved early in races is he likes to take his time, and he likes to survive these races, get in a rhythm, run these laps, survive these races. But, you know, if something were to happen right now, there's no way. If someone were to go off track, if someone were to have some serious trouble, there's no way Beloved could capitalize on that. He's so far off course, off pace. And so this is just going to be a situation where he's got to hope for a caution. Then that's the only way he's going to be able to rebound from this deficit. Oh! Okay, that's one way to push the boundaries. And that's to spin it off track there. Wow. All right, let's get you back up here. 4th place. 3rd place. We got West behind him about 5 seconds, so you got that battle going on there. Got this battle going on here. Still intense here as Frosty trying to drive away. Frosty was very, very confident about, oh, yikes. Got to be careful coming up that hill. You got so much speed. He almost blew it for himself, but really, really confident about his run. And that he did some warming up here in the open wheel series not too long ago, and now he's back here in a cup car. He was hoping that experience pays off, and so far looks that way. Gibson pitted, so possibly repairing damage here. So now back on board Wes, and he's looking to try to capitalize on some of the misgivings or failings of his fellow drivers as they ride off course a little bit at times. But again, look at how they open up the track so much, and it allows them to be able to carry a lot more speed and get through this road course quickly and with the most excitement, and they are using and pushing those boundaries. You can see the tires smoke off. Tires is going to be a big deal. West seems to struggle through this part of the racetrack here. We've seen him a couple times go into the sand trap and lose that momentum that he had gained. Biggest difference right now between these guys and Michael, Michael's not making any mistakes. And there you see contact between the 8 and the 3. These guys making heavy contact. The battle is real. West being extremely aggressive here on Dale. Gonna try to jump to the inside of him. Couldn't get a run off. Dale's gonna get the run off. Hard on the brakes. He's got to try it again. Dale's going to go out wide, or I should say Bibbly Bob, something for Dale. Going to go out wide. West on the inside. West is able to take the position downhill. Now let's see if he can hang on to it. Oh! Oh my goodness. Did he get any damage? No. No damage there, but we saw that, and again, cutting that corner so close. Cutting that corner so close. Whew. And I think we're going to have a situation, especially as you saw on that pop-up, the tire wear, obviously the grip that you have and the control that you have, I think we're going to start seeing that come into play, and that could lead to one of these drivers, wrecking out of this race. And I know one person that'll be upset about that. That would be Michael. Take a look at Skitty Brave, the 45. By himself, getting through this racetrack, taking his time. He's got a solid top 5 right now, and is going to be looking to try and, getting a good rhythm, figure this track out and then hope for the caution later where he can battle for position. Here's Chris in the 11, back once again, and so he's running to be for the battle of the top 16. Obviously, team points battle is big as well, and he's here to support his teammate, who is the 46 of Skitty Brave, and he's running pretty solidly. They're running right here around each other in 5th and 6th. So 46 or 45-11. Looking pretty good. Pika had a good start early, but now it's starting to drift just a little bit. And I have to know, was it mistakes that got him back here? And will he be able to capitalize, or rather rebound from those mistakes? Keep an eye on that. Oh, up the hill, wide open. Doesn't make contact with anything. Tire wear becoming a big issue. Back out front, Frosty. Battling with Wes. Big battle here. This is a battle for second. Oh, Frosty in the dirt. And he's going to lose some time to Wes. So Wes going to solidly sit second. Frosty solidly third. We'll see if Frosty can get Wes back. I want to thank everyone for tuning in to the BRL series and the running of the Spa 100 here at Circuit de Spa. And this is the first time that the BRL series has visited Spa. And we thank everyone for tuning in. If you're enjoying what you're watching and you have not already, please hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button there on the channel, and hit the notifications so that you know whenever we go live for either the races for BRL or the updates for points and news around the league or other streams. All you will know by hitting those notifications, and your support is very much appreciated. And if by any chance you miss races or want to catch up, by all means subscribe to the YouTube side of things, Stream Monster 27, where you can check out seasons 1 through 3 and all the races for season 4. It's live there, or not live, but it's posted there on the stream channel for YouTube, Stream Monster 27. So we thank everyone for your support of the channels. Well, while we race through, I'm sure you're going to have commercials occasionally. Well, we welcome everyone back. We are 9 laps completed out of the scheduled 27. Doesn't seem like a lot of laps, but this is a big track. Let's take you through the field. Brought to you by BRL. And we got to talk about Michael running a very solid race, taking his time, but don't look now. It looks like that gap is starting to close just a little bit to his teammate, or rather to Wes, who's going to see if he can hawk him down. But I mean, overall, a very solid run so far. He's doing really, really well. And this is what we come to expect from him. He wants to be the first to punch his ticket into the next round. I'm sure he's not happy with the way that Homestead went down, and he looks very solid to start, and he'll probably keep that up throughout the race. Next driver on the list, Wes, looking to try to hawk down the driver in the lead right now. And I mean, you know, we'll see if he can get it done at number 8 filter time. CMR Chevrolet is the driver that brought CMR's first win since becoming a team over in season 1, and since then has been very pedestrian to victory lane. Doesn't, you know, it's been a while since he's been there, and so he's hoping to try to get there. Desperate need of a caution right now to catch Michael, but overall running a good race. The best thing he can do right now, take care of that car and be in position in points. And he couldn't do it. And he's in front of the field. And there's your caution. And he's DNF'd. Oh my goodness. And you saw it live on your screen. Up the hill, too much speed. Caution's out. Oh my goodness. Wow. That is not what you wanted to do in that situation. And right on time. This was right in the field window. So yikes. Wow. That was unfortunate. But what did I say earlier? Something like that would end up happening. These drivers taking those corners like that, even though it opens up the track, it creates more of an opportunity for that. I told you it would happen. It happened, and it happened to a chase driver, Wes, the first one out. Well, we're under our first caution of this race. It'll probably take them just a little while for everyone to catch up. I mean, Michael had put so much distance between these drivers. See Frosty running in, his teammate. And now we'll get to see the pit strategy once everybody catches up. Everybody catching up here, so pit road will remain closed. It'll be open this time by, and I'm sure that everyone will pit, take 4 fresh tires, get a full tank of gas, and get themselves in position for the second half of this race. Frosty sitting second. Frosty's sitting second right now and enjoying the ride here. A strong strong run so far, and he's looking to get back to victory lane since winning the BRL 500 in that 2. This guy's teammate leading the race, so we'll see how that battle works out. Skitty Brave in the 46 because of that DNF and wet for West. This helps the 45. Now he is up to 3rd. Can he maintain this position? Or will he be beaten out by this guy also in the chase, and that's Bibbly Bob in the 3, been able to hang on to the top 5. He's running 4th. So this is going to be big. Chris the God 4 is his teammate, and he's supporting him right now, sitting in the 5th position. So that'll be very, very interesting. Not a chase driver, but our next chase driver, Beloved in that 1. Gonna have to round the track. He's a lap down. He's gonna have to figure something out. We'll see what he's been able to learn in the second half of this race. So as they pace once again through this, we'll take a brief pause here. We'll let them get around the track. We'll see what they do for pits. And I hope you guys don't hear me munching. I'm trying not to munch in the mic, but I am munching. All right, well, here we are. Pit road's open, and as expected, everybody comes to pit road, except for Beloved, who chose to get his lap back. So he's going to swing through, and he'll be the only one on old tires. We'll see if he can round the track and get around here before they go green flag once again. Let's see who wins the race off of pit road. Pit road to go, and off they go. Here come the drivers out now. And Michael looks like he does win the race off of pit road. Let's look at our running order now. Michael in first. Look at Bibbly Bob. Jumps a couple positions now. He's in second. Frosty loses a position. He's in third. Chris the God 4 jumps up. He's in the top 5 and 4th, and then Skitty Brave gonna round out the top 5. We'll see if the driver of the 8 has been released from the infield care center. No, disappointed at that kind of finish. Not the kind of finish that you want. And that was a tough lick. It looks like Beloved did decide to pit. And he's gonna go to pit road and get 4 fresh. Because this track is so big, he still might be able to catch. Well, no. Actually, doesn't look like it according to the map. So big run, excellent job by the 3 team to get Bob on the front row to restart this race. Now, he's gonna have his work cut out for him. They gotta keep Michael at bay and not let him pull away. We'll see if they can get that done. We're on lap 12. We'll be restarting on lap 13 of 27. And the reason why we say lap 13 is because the first lap was burned off to pace, which means that lap 27 will be white flag, lap 28 will be checker. So they're double filed, getting ready to roll. All right, here we go. Approaching the start finish line, preparing to go back. Green flag, first restart of the race. We're back at Spa. Fanning out 3 wide, contact made. And there they go down the hill. Now, will anyone make the mistake that West made? Up the hill they go, fresh tires. Angle is right, cutting it close there, over the hill. Kicks it out wide, saves it. Good save, but that allows the 23 in. Go up to 4, Frosty, looking at these guys ahead, hoping they make a mistake as we enter the first bus stop. Contact made, and 38 is loose. Into the 38 he goes. Can he save it? Into the grass. Tries to save it. He does. Any damage? None. As they head down the hill here. Skitty, can he catch Michael? That's the big question on board Skitty Brave here. Can't let Michael pull away as Michael uses all of the racetrack to maintain speed, or at least he thought he would. Look at what he gains here as he dives it inside. A little too much run in that corner now. Here goes Michael trying to pull away yet again. Skitty Brave can't let Michael pull away, and Pika is up to 3rd behind him. Oh, into the dirt. Rides it out wide. Staying about a second back. Almost a second and a half back. He's starting to pull away just a little bit. Let's see what he can do in this braking zone. Oh, gonna try to cut. No speed whatsoever there, so he bails out, gains no speed there. He's gonna stay second. He's gonna lose a little bit of time. He's gonna have work to do there. In the pit road goes a driver. Let's see who that is down pit road. That is Bibbly Bob in the 3, and he's gonna pit So evidently some damage, and Gibson is another driver that's gonna pit. So evidently some damage there for these drivers. They're gonna head to pit road, and that's gonna be a tough pill to swallow. They're gonna need another caution. Frosty's up to third here. Pika's gonna drop down to fourth. And Frosty, we know has been fast, but looks like he needs rhythm here. We'll see if he can get it. Trying to stay pace with the leaders here. Oh! Into the tire barrier he goes. Now Frosty looking good, but what we've seen is he has lost time to the leaders and continues to lose time here. So let's look at this. Skitty Brave has actually caught Michael. Now, can Skitty Brave settle in? He seems to gain time on Michael through the back half of the road course, but here in the front half, Michael seems to pull away. So let's see what he's able to do here. Yeah, look at that. He gains time right here. Michael, there's something about that uphill portion that slows Michael down just a little bit. Allows Skitty Brave to stay in the ball game. Here they are into the first big braking zone, the first bus stop. The right, then the left, setting yourself up for the next corner. Nice run there, but Michael gets ahead just a little bit on Skitty. Close, taps the tire barrier. Let's see if he loses any time there. Yeah, he loses just a touch. Now, last few laps here since the restart, we saw Michael carry that corner way wide, but here he held it pretty close, and look at the time he gains here. So maybe learning his situation. Skitty and Michael putting on a show as Skitty Brave is able to gain that time in the back half of the road course. And he is keeping it in. You know what? As long as he can stay in striking distance and apply a little bit of pressure, Michael could definitely make a mistake that could end his race. We'll have to keep a close eye on that. This is the battle for the lead. Guys, Who's gonna punch their ticket first? Let's look at this battle also, because this is a battle between Frosty and Michael. And so we'll have to pay attention to this. And so these guys toughing it out here. And it seems like this battle's over, because when you look at what when you look at Pika, he looks to have disappeared some here. 3-point against Chris the God 4, kind of on the island here. He's still in the top 5, so a good run for him so far, but we do kind of see him kind of spread out here. On the map. Back up front here. These two nose to tail. Oh, Michael! No! Michael nose first into the wall. No damage, but he loses the lead to Skinny Brave. New leader. Just like that. And this is what I mean when I say putting pressure on the leader and being in position in case something happens. You know, I mean, right there in position, in striking distance, in case something happened. Michael screws up. And now Skinny has a chance to run away with this. And he's going to have to do something he's never done. He has not done to this point, and that's hold off a lead all the way to the end. We are past. We are at 10 to go in this race. And this is big. Now Michael's hunting him down. So now the roles are reversed. What pressure is going to be applied to Skitty, and how is he going to handle the pressure? And you can see Michael is eating up that gap. Now the pressure's on Skitty, and we'll see how long Skitty can hold without cracking under the pressure himself. Michael to the right side. Skinny Brave into the sand. And Michael's gonna regain the lead just like that. That pressure was applied and Skinny couldn't handle it. Now he's got to get back focused. Here we go. Breaking point now. Michael's going to be very careful not to screw up the corner this time. Gets through it perfectly. Off the corner he goes. Gains a little bit of time on Skinny Brave. And we got a caution. Caution on the racetrack, DNF. Beloved car. And his hopes of advancing to the next round continue to get more and more dim. And CMR did not have a good race week this week, as both CMR cars are now out of this race. Big implications for the team points battle. So our second caution is out here at Spa. Let's go through your quick top 5 before pit stops. Michael, Skinny, Frosty, Pika, Bibbly Bob, and Ferdell Jr. As he looks to catch up to the field, he is running 5th. Oh, we lost another one. This is out too. Wow. So, what happened on the racetrack? We will have to ask around and find out what happened. Was it a wreck, a multi-car wreck, or was it a pileup? I mean, Beloved didn't look like he was up against a tire barrier of any sort. It looked as if he was in the middle of the track, so maybe it was a multi-car accident that took out 2 drivers. We don't know. Pit road will probably be open this time by, so the question is, will these guys pit again? I'm expecting them to pit. And if they do pit, who's going to win the battle off pit road? Now, we saw a very nice battle between Skitty Brave and Michael. These two battled hard. Both of them traded the lead at one point. So this pit stop is very, very critical, I think, to the success of who's going to win. For example, if Skitty Brave loses a couple positions down pit road, how quick can he get through traffic to be able to contend with Michael before he pulls away? And if Michael loses a couple positions, it puts him in the danger zone of something happening and it taking him out of this race and complicating the points for him headed into next week's race. So this is a money stop. Even though there are a few drivers left in this race, this is still a money stop. Very important stop as we come up on 7 laps to go in this race. And here we go, pit road, and into pit road go the drivers, Michael, Frosty, and others. Skitty Brave making a brave move, staying out. Now, it was just a smart move, halfway on the fuel. Tires a little worn. Was this the best move for him? We're gonna find out, guys. This is a very gutsy move, but for a chaser, this is something you kind of have to do. You know, all right, so let's see who wins the battle off of pit road here. Driver off of pit road winner is, looks to be Michael. Wins the battle off pit road. Bibbly Bob gains a position yet again. That 3 team on fire today. They're doing a good job. Frosty loses a position. The 2 teams struggling tonight. Pika remains top 5. Got Chris the God 4, driver of the number 11, 4511 Toyota. Chris, what happened, man?
We had a pretty decent car and then somehow we just left out.
Oh no, so electronic issue. Yet again, man. It seems like yet again that surfaces as a problem. So how do you overcome that to be able to show up the next race?
Just making sure not to lag out or whatever.
Yeah, well, we appreciate you coming in, man, and running with us, and I know you're learning a lot. Good thing you're not chasing for a championship, so hopefully between this season and next, we'll be able to get that under control, man. But we appreciate that, man. Who you got to thank?
I like to get things Craftsman for giving us a decent car today, and I'm hoping for next week.
Okay, dope. Well, preparing for the restart, man. We'll get you out of here. Thanks for coming in here and interviewing. We're going back. Green flag racing here at Spa. Restart number 2. Hard inside, heavy contact, 3 wide. Oh, Michael, a little bit of contact there and a little bit loose coming down the hill. 3 wide still, they're banging doors. Gibson takes the lead. Up the hill they go. Into the tire barrier. Skinny Brave. Just a little bit of contact there. Gotta question the old tires. Let's get you back up front because this is big news. Winner of Homestead up front yet again. He took his time and surfaced at the right time. Gibson Racing up front. And then HMS 38. Now can he hold off Michael? That's the big question. Frosty watching on his screen. Gibson, a little hard out. Michael's gonna try to take it. Oh, Gibson's in the grass. Now, how strong is that 38 car? Can he get that position back? Let's pay close attention to that. And when he does come back, how's he gonna take that? In the meantime, Michael in the driver's seat once again. And his goal is going to be pull away as quickly as possible. He's got his teammate behind him, but I don't think there's going to be any doubt that his teammate is not as strong as he is, not going to be a serious threat. We'll pay attention to see if we can confirm that opinion. But so far today has just not shown the speed that his teammate has in those Chevrolets. Running 1-2, will he be content to do so? Michael into the heavy braking zone. Frosty enters the braking zone. Now the field. And perfectly through those corners. And I tell you have to question Skinny Brave in that decision to stay out. I know he wanted the track position, but you know, I still say you gotta go and pit with the field. Get those 4 tires. Now he's back in the field and in desperate need of a caution. The question is, will we get it? Always potential here for a caution on board Pika in the 23. And trying to keep up with the field, challenging Bibley for a top 5 spot as they enter the first bus stop. Oh, and he blew it almost. Burning up those tires as he was offline for that corner. Gonna lose a little bit of time to Bibbly Bob. Back up front, Gibson. Now he's got the rebound from what happened earlier, as he's 2 seconds back. He's got work to do, because as the laps continue on, Michael is starting to pull away. He's gonna have to turn on the bonus if he's going to be able to challenge Michael once again. Frosty just doesn't have the car to catch Michael and contend for this win. Michael able to pull away. He's up to 3.8 seconds here. So good for him. We all right on board with him, and I mean, just able to pull on everybody here. So unless there is a major mistake by the 22 at this point, safe to say he's got a pretty solid lead and growing. There have been a few that have challenged this lead. Skinny Brave and Gibson, the most recent. How about earlier, Wes was able to put forth this measure of challenge, but Michael has been able to stay on top of it all. And look at Gibson gonna sail past Frosty. Frosty's in trouble, guys. Frosty's in trouble. What happened to the two? No damage. But I guess he just didn't take that entry right. He looked a lot slower than we were used to seeing, and Gibson gonna take that position away, and off he goes. Now question, can Gibson hawk down Michael? If he can, he's got one heck of a car. That's for sure. Back up front, Michael. Taking advantage of clean air, back up to 8 seconds. He's running his second largest lead of the night here, and in the dirt he goes. And the amazing part about this is he's only going to lose a little bit of time on the drivers behind him with that mistake because he had such a big lead. Remember, he had 9 seconds. Now it's only down to 6 and climbing yet again. So amazing that he's able to do that and not have any issues. Gibson solidly in second. Now, I will say if Michael does a couple more things like that again, we could be having a different story. Remember, he hit the tire barrier earlier. Let's see what he's going to do this time. Good run through that corner, and he's going to continue to build on his lead. Back up to Frosty here, who's just doesn't look as solid as he did a couple laps ago, and that's going to allow Gibson to pull away even more. Frosty tried to undercut Gibson. Gibson gonna drive away on that far left side. All of this in pursuit of Michael. Now, remind you, it's 25 out of 27. So, you know, still a caution that's possible here. Let's see what he can do. Let's see what they got going on here these last couple laps, and whether someone will make us some mistake gross enough to bring out the caution. Got a driver slow on the track. That's Bibbly Bob, and he's got some damage. So I wonder what happened there and whether that qualifies. Doesn't look like it. So we keep rolling here. Skitty Brave down pit road. His pit strategy failed, and he is his day is done, barring a caution. Gibson, that's just not enough. 8.6 and growing from Michael. Really tough stuff, but a caution could erase all of that, so it's not over yet. It's not over yet. All right, so here we go. 2 to go. Anything could happen here. And the caution flag could fly. We could have a caution. Frosty yet again gaining in the front half of the race track. This time on Gibson. Michael looking good. So right now, really and truly, Bibbly Bob rounds out your top 5, and I mean in a big way. 30 seconds on sixth place. So yeah, he's gonna finish fifth. Great run for him. Skitty Brave, man, fast car, and if he can hone in, he might be able to challenge for third. But he's got a lot of work to do, man. Fast car. What a decision late. Rolled the dice, gambled, and it did not pay off in this situation. And so that means he's gonna ride fourth and come home fourth. Better than Homestead anyway. Frosty, does he have enough to catch Gibson as Michael's gonna take the white flag right here? No more cautions. Michael once again in the driver's seat on the white flag. We'll see what he's able to do, but I mean, it's just one of those situations here for Frosty. Just not enough car to catch his teammate. Looks like he's gonna sit third, and in front of him, not that far in front of him, Gibson gonna have to bring home just a little bit more. He's gonna do a first and a second in the first two starts of his BRL career. So excellent running for him all the way. But of course, it is Michael who has put together this clinic, and looks good. Well, that's going to be the race here on your screen, Michael. An excellent, excellent run from Michael. Back in victory lane, back into the final four. He punches his ticket with a win at Spa. Congratulations, Michael, in that 22. Great job for him. Gibson, second start, second top three. He finishes second. And then Frosty, another top three, gets back to his consistent ways with a third place. Skitty Brave in the 45. Gonna finish fourth if he can get through this road course without tearing things up. And Bibbly Bob for Dale Jr. Good top five. Right, exactly what Dale needed for him. And then Pika Fury in the 23, staying alive, doing his best to stay alive as the 45 joins the field, finishing the race. And we'll go ahead and start our post-race show by inviting in Frosty. And we have Frosty. Don't forget to include your audio, man. Well, there was a short period of time where it looked like you were going to be able to challenge for that lead, but it just didn't seem like you had enough motor compared to your teammate, man. Take us through the last little bit of the race.
Yeah, it was good. I want to thank everybody for helping me get to this point. We keep having finishes like this, and we're going to be in the championship hunt in a couple of weeks. So, overall proud. it took us a while to kind of get to the point where we wanted to be, but these things happen sometimes. Just proud of Slay. He is doing a great job for the team. We're doing everything we can right now to clinch or at least try to contend for that team points championship. And with him winning and me coming at least somewhat close, we're doing good with that so far. And just proud of everybody. It wasn't a very great car for us that's all on me, really. It's been a really tough week emotionally. That's not an excuse, but didn't really get much practice in until tonight. So that was on me, but to get the finish that I feel like our team deserves is pretty good, and we got some good momentum going into Maple Valley, which is one of my good tracks.
There you go. All right. So we look forward to seeing you at Maple Valley, and this is a very good finish, very good in the points, and we'll move on to next week, man. Who you got to thank?
Well, same thing as every week, pretty much. You, beloved Slay, everybody that helped me get prepared for this week's race. My mom letting me actually do this thing. All prayers again with my grandpa and my dad, as they are both not doing the best right now. My prayers are with you guys. Wishing all the best. Just thankful, I guess. We got a lot of work to do, but we're turning in the right direction.
There you go. Third place. Definitely headed in the right direction. Thank you, Frosty.
Thank you.
That was Frosty, and now we got to take you to Gibson Racing, because, I mean, what a run he had in that car, and so let's invite him. And we have in Gibson Racing finished second place here at Spa. Gibson, man, you had that battle for that lead and a little bit of contact and into the grass, and we didn't see you challenging for it again, man. Got to be beating you up, man. Take us through that last little bit of the race there.
I mean, I don't even know. I struggled all over the place. I just kept getting running out of the way. I kept giving people room on the starts, and they wouldn't charge like I charged them, and just kept running me out the way once I got loose. A few cautions came out, got up to the front, and just kept getting running. Had to go to the back pit a few times, get some damage fixed. Then it managed to get me third for the last restart. Me and Frosty battled out for second. I passed him, and for the last 5 laps, that's where I stayed.
Yeah, do you think you had anything for that 22 tonight?
No, not really. He had a super fast race car today. There's still a lot to learn that I had to do on this track. But overall, I think it was not a good day for me.
And you know what? That just shows the amount of confidence as well as talent that you have. Second start, second top 3. You finished second, you finished first last week, and for you to say, hey man, I'm not confident or I don't feel good about my finish, and you finish in second, says a lot, man. Once again, welcome to BRL, man, and congratulations on that second place finish. Who you got to thank?
I'd just like to thank BRL and Ginger for producing a good lead. I mean, these 2 races I've been in, very few cautions have been thrown out. There's been some clean races. And it's overall a decent race car. Could have been a few more differences. It was a little tight in the accident, but overall, good car. Like that Jimmy Jones, Subway, Entry Quarter Springs.
Okie doke, man. Well, no problem. We appreciate you. And with that we'll get you out of here on that. That was Gibson in the 38 HMS Chevrolet, bringing home second place. Just wish his teammate was here to help him out. And now we got to talk to the man that just seems to continue to put up the numbers, and that is Michael in that number 22. Let's get him in here as he punches his ticket into the Final Four. SXR 22 wins yet again. Michael, that car was strong all day long. The practice paid off, man. Take us through your race from your perspective. Did you think at one point that you had given that race away when you hit the tire barrier and the 45 got around you?
I was more scared that I didn't get in for a second once I hit them. I was confident that once I started running good, I could get back by the 45. You said practice paid off. Man, I did a practice lap. I was going in here completely blind.
Were you surprised at how easy this track came to you, considering the fact that you came in with so few laps?
Not really. I've driven it before on different games, and on this game with a different car, so I knew the layout and how the track felt, but not exactly where to brake. But I knew the lines I needed going in.
Yeah. Well, you and your teammate were able to finish really, really well. You punched your ticket to the Final Four. How does that change your perspective of the next two races?
Do it again.
Sweet. Well, you have clinched the most races won in the season with 6 overall. And we look forward to seeing you and the rest of the field at Maple Valley, man. Who you got to thank?
This team, Rusty for making the car, letting me be driver of it, which ends up pretty decently. Probably you should still run the races, or at least commentating. Or then for somebody.
Okay, dope. Well, that was the driver of the 22, race winner yet again, and is looking confident, headed to the Final Four. Well, we saw it all here today, did we not? We saw great racing. We saw a little bit of, we saw a couple of drivers DNF. This really, really hurts CMR, both the 8 and the 1 for the DNFs that they occurred through this race. And they are going to be playing behind the 8 ball for the next couple races, especially Beloved. This puts them in a must-win situation at this point in the season. Even with the absences of the 9 of Back in Black and a couple others, I mean, just in a must-win situation right now for him. Gonna have to really work to get it done. Will he be able to? Not the finish for Wes either that I know he wanted. Momentum so key right now, and that DNF is going to hurt Wes. Now he's got his work cut out for him as we go to Maple Valley next week. So if you want to tune in to see how those races are going to go, please tune in to Twitch Monster 27 next week, next Friday, 11:30 Eastern, where we go live there at Maple Valley. I am your league host, broadcaster, and league owner Sam Cook. And whether you're on the East Coast, West Coast, or anywhere in between, we bid you a good day.